7:13 on the clock, and want to welcome back Dr. Brad Schwal, who is the CEO from the Center for Integrative Counseling, and we just got a chance to chat a little bit.
Yeah, so we are going to be tackling that tough subject, when and how to talk to your children about the tragedy in Central Texas. And you know, here's the thing. We were talking about, you said, how are you guys doing? I don't think I've talked to anyone that hasn't been impacted by this, whether you knew someone or not. Especially as a parent, it really hits you especially hard. This seems different than some of the other stuff we've covered, because Mark and I understand we cover this stuff all the time.
Absolutely. It's that contrast of something that is so wholesome and great, and Camp Mystic is such a great environment, and our children, and thinking about the fun that they're having and can have, but there are dangers in this world, and this one certainly. I've seen parents. I was at a church, Park City Baptist Church, on Sunday, and we were offering support, and parents just coming up sobbing, sobbing. And so the unexpected, certainly, but this tragedy is something very different.
You know, each parent has to make their own decision about how they want to approach this with their kids, and some parents may say, hey, you know what, I don't want to bring it up just because of the age or whatever the sensitivity, but it does feel like we do not often get exposed to some of these aspects in our suburban lifestyles where things are manicured and kept together, and there's a reality to this that I think, you know, at least for my kids, it was, hey, we need to know that life is precious and be reminded of that, and you know, trying to figure out a way to just help them see this through a lens that helps them realize that. You know, where do you fall when it comes to whether or not you bring it up with your kids if they haven't brought it up yet?
I think we bring it up. So they're going to hear about it. And we're at the center, we're thinking about all the different levels of connection to what's happening. So we've been right in the middle of it. We're talking to children who are friends of those who were lost. But no matter what, I think we're telling our kids, and we have to be age appropriate. So our 4 or 5-year-olds, we don't bring that up with them, but 6, 7, if they've heard something, we say that, I know you may have heard about this. We focus on the facts. We don't give too much information, but we just say, even use the words ourselves. We're very sad about this, and we might be frustrated that it happened, and it's scary. And by using those feeling words, it gives kids some tangible things to be able to express. So we do bring it up. We're open to questions, but we don't have to know the answers. We don't have to know the answers. So our kids will ask us questions, and kids come up with very, very in-depth questions. They are very, very wise. And we need to speak to them in that way. And it's okay to say, I don't know. And then, of course, when we're talking to parents of children who are friends with the children who were lost, and then certainly the parents themselves, and then certainly the children who were there who were rescued, there are different conversations that we need to and will be having.
How do you know at what point that, okay, I've had this conversation with my child, but they're not really seeming to move forward well with it, and you need additional help?
So we are watching for how our kids are responding with their sleep, dreams, avoidance of certain situations, any change from what we normally expect them to be acting like, or how they respond to us. And so then we step in a little bit. We step back, because sometimes kids might keep drawing or coloring or say nothing. And so then we step back, but then we do step back in. But the more that we show that caring presence, because it's not about like what we say, and this is true for the parents who have lost children, because I've got many people who are coming to us at the center and asking, what do I say? There's not one thing to say.
I think you bring up a good point, though, about sometimes it's less about what you say, and even that answer, I don't know the answer. What do you think?
Absolutely.
I'm often blown away by my kids' take on things and what I learn when I ask them that question.
Absolutely. Really, it is about presence, and it is about, especially with our older children, because there's questions even about faith that this brings up. And so I think that's a very good point to say, what do you think to help them process? We really do need to be watching for those signs of trauma, though. And so our communities are really working hard. Highland Park ISD, their counseling staff is amazing, working hard to get ahead of everything, and talking about things now help as this all unfolds, because this will be an ongoing process.
Right, this story is not far from over. At this point, if you would like to get any sort of help or resources, what do folks need to know about your your care?
Our social media, the Center Counseling, that's our handle. We've got tips, we've got videos,
Okay.
we've got information. Our center is providing counseling, of course, to all those involved, no matter what impact it's had on them. So we're here for the families who've lost children as well as the friends of the families. We're going to be providing groups, support groups for children who have lost friends. As well as groups to help with trauma ongoing. We're working with all of the churches in the area, so the centercounseling.org is our website, the Center Counseling is our social media handle. Lots of tips, lots of resources, and our therapists are ready. We've made sure that they have availability, and we're here to support the schools as well as the churches, and that collaboration is so key for these children and families.
So important. Dr. Bradshaw, thank you as always for sharing your expertise with us. And I know a lot of parents are kind of leaning in this morning, taking some notes. So.
Yeah, I mean, I am for future reference.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. Thank you.